Tokyo Game Show happened, Sony's conference. They had a lot of good games, and a lot of VR games, surprisingly. They're still onto that.
Push that.
Some would say that the PS VR or the PlayStation VR is probably the better version.
Well, it's the most affordable version.
That'll fit in your budget without going too crazy.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you can buy a $400 PlayStation or $300 or $250. I don't even know what a normal PlayStation 4 is right now. I'm going to say $300 because the Pro's $400.
Yeah.
You can buy a $300 box instead of a
$1,000
PC.
Yeah.
And hook up the VR headset for another $400 with everything else included and start playing VR games. I still think that they need to move away from the Move controllers and redesign the Move controllers, because a lot of people, it's one of their biggest things they don't like are those Move controllers.
Right.
They got to do it.
It's the same. It's been the same for years, right?
It's been ever since they had the PlayStation Move. Yeah, it's the two with the light up balls and everything like that.
I think the best VR hardware would be the Vive. You can see what's around you.
That's what they say. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But the most affordable is PSVR. But some of the games that were announced for VR is Zone of the Enders remake.
I don't know how it's going to work.
Yeah.
It's like a hack and slash type game. I guess you're going to be zooming around it.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's going to be a cockpit kind of thing. But it's the same game that was on PS3 and PS2, directed by Hideo Kojima. Sponsor.
Sponsor.
Death Stranding. Yeah, you want to get a sponsor of Death Stranding this far out?
Yeah, of course.
The game will maybe come out 3 years
maybe
from now.
We'll make it in the next trailer 5 years from now.
Yep, maybe.
So, it's the same game, just a remake and in VR. I don't know if you can play it outside of VR and just PS4.
Yeah, you'll be able to. I don't think they're going to connect that solely to VR.
And also another one.
I mean, the smart on that idea, I think the smartest thing for them to would be start making games where it's there's a VR mode and a normal mode, so they could start selling these games.
well, like I said, I think we were talking off cam, but I really think it's Sony going to these developers and they're like, all right, you're making this awesome game, but if we pay you some money, could you make a VR version happen? Mm-hmm. I feel like that's what their plan is for PlayStation VR. And they sold close to 1 million units or whatever for PlayStation VR. It's the highest selling VR system.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of the game library is just not quite there yet. So I feel like, unfortunately, PlayStation VR is going to become an afterthought, but they're going to try and keep it up with other games that have both a regular mode and a VR mode.
Mm.
What was the one? Until Dawn, the sequel. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, the Inpatient or something?
Inpatient, yeah. That game is same thing. Same developers, and it's, I guess, a prequel to Until Dawn.
50 years.
Yeah, but you can play it without it, like Resident Evil 7. The horror game, like Resident Evil 7. Play it without the VR, but you can play it with the VR as well. Yeah. So I feel like that's going to be their go-to.
Yeah, and I still say the horror genre is probably the best bet for these things.
Yeah.
Because you're fully immersed in this.
It's also the one genre I do not want to play VR in.
Yeah.
So it's kind of wasted on me.
Yeah.
Me and John played Resident Evil 7 without the VR, and I was like, ah!
It was good.
No!
Well, I could imagine playing that with VR. I don't know. Although
it would be great if we could share that video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
The Dark Day. I wasn't here for that.
Nah, it was before your time. Luckily though,
the best Let's Play we've ever done.
It was a great Let's Play. We put hours into this game, and for some reason the footage was not recorded.
Yes.
I don't know who did that, who was in charge, but
it caused
Jonah.
It caused me to get hired.
So, but anyway, that was a good time. But VR, that would have been fun.
The horror element, you're right though. The horror genre is the easiest to kind of.
I mean, for personally myself, that's what I would.
Yeah.
I mean, would I play them all? I don't know. That'd be
the horror genre is all about immersion.
They haven't said anything about Super Hot with PlayStation VR yet, right?
If they're porting it, or I'm not sure.
Because Super Hot, it's a VR game.
Is it like a chick?
No.
I just picture
it's like
a polygonal action indie game. So you grab a gun and you put in the clip and you shoot and stuff like that. Yeah, and it's like a slow down bullet time type of a game.
Okay, yeah.
And it's very popular. A lot of people say it's the best VR game that there is right now. I'm just surprised PlayStation VR hasn't. I'm assuming it's going to get to PlayStation VR, but I'm just surprised that it's not there yet. I know that it's a really well accredited game, and a lot of people really like it, and it's just not there yet.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. But Jonah, what else was there?
For VR, Gungrave, like an anime shooter. But
An anime shooter.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate?
I don't know. I never played the game.
Okay.
So when I think of VR, I don't.
It looks cool because it's first person.
It's
You're like in a cockpit or something. But
Well, when you say anime, is it like anime or like a cell shaded?
cell shaded.
Okay.
It was described as an anime shooter in like the blurb I read. But,
Okay.
So I'm using that.
Might have been a misinterpretation.
Interesting.
But they only showed a little bit of that. It was like an afterthought.
At least it's first person, because that's for me. That's what I think the VR would work best with. Because wasn't there a game?
the giant robot golem thing, and you're just side scrolling.
Yeah,
VR.
You're
Yeah.
sky scrolling,
Well, it's just like
and there's a few other ones where you're like, there's a rat with ears or something.
Yeah, actually, that one's kind of intriguing. But
It's like a puzzle game, but I don't know how you control it. It's just like
you have to
I don't know.
direct him to do something.
Yeah, I
like
know
read your
exactly what. I can't think of the name of the game right now.
You're
I know what
supposed
you're
to
talking
You're
about.
supposed to be like God or something. You're like,
Yeah.
go ahead, rat. Just do that.
I have a feeling when Media Molecule eventually arises again from their shadows of what Dreams was supposed to be,
Mhm.
I have a feeling Dreams is going to be a very core VR game.
I don't know what Dreams is.
Dreams is something that Media Molecule kind of showed as like one of those create your own entire world
like
type of
Spore?
a game. Similar, I guess that's what they were going for.
Right.
But for a long time, no, everybody was like, "What is this? Like, is it a game? Is it like a creator? Like, what is this game?" And they said it is a game, but they've been very quiet for years, like probably 1 or 2 years now at this point.
Vaporware.
I don't know what's going to happen with it, but I guess, like I said, I'm assuming when they come back, they're either going to be like, "Yep, Dreams, we're just going to ignore. We're going to do this brand new game on VR." Because Media Molecules always push the envelope with technology. Like looking at what they did with Tearaway, what they did with like Little Big Planet and stuff like that.
Oh, they did Tearaway. Yeah.
Yeah, they did Tearaway, Little Big Planet. And like Tearaway, that was like the only game on the Vita that really utilized all the features of the Vita.
And well, because
And
a lot of them are just like tacked on.
and very well. So I think that with VR, with PlayStation, like whenever Dreams comes out or whatever Media Molecule is working on now, that will utilize every facet that they can with VR.
Right.
So we'll see what happens. What else was there?
Okay, I'm gonna save the one that I'm most
Excited for?
Well, not excited for, but intrigued by. You know which one? But
I do not, Jonah.
I just pointed at it.
Keep you in suspense.
Okay, so next is Monster Hunter World. We've known about the game, but we've seen more gameplay. There's like 2 special editions, one's digital, one's physical.
Okay.
I like the PS4.
And a cool PS4 Pro, yeah.
Maybe John will put it on back here.
No, I don't want to do that. It's actually
Just Google it.
just Google it.
Yeah.
It's easier.
So that's a cool one as opposed to the one they showed off, Call of Duty one, the Call of Duty PS4.
Called the most ridiculously plain
Actually,
camouflage.
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm pretty sure
You haven't- just picture a camouflage coat or a shirt.
it's
anything.
just literally a camouflage top.
Yeah,
that's
right.
all it is. Like the rest of it's not even camouflage. It's just the top of the PS4 is camouflage. I don't know if the bottom is. Now that I'm thinking about that,
It doesn't even matter. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
It just looks bad. That's what I'm guessing.
Like
it looks like something you go down a toy aisle and find.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
exactly. Like I'm thinking when I think of I don't know Call of Duty, like something with bullet holes.
yeah, like
something
a tank, like a side of a tank with like some sort of
Yeah.
like textures of like bolts.
Even
something
like
that.
a grenade texture.
Or like a zombie thing, because zombies is so
There
huge.
you
Like
go.
Nazi zombies, they could have done something with like the zombies.
Or like an actual textured grenade type.
Yeah, like the
thing.
Black Ops 3 one, they did a cool. It was just a cool design. It was just black and orange, but it had like the 3 going up it. But it was like a nice, sleek, cool little design.
Yeah.
And it had like a gunmetal gray or something like that.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
But yeah, this is like they filmed this in.
Hopefully they'll change it if the.
I feel like
Oh,
there
it's
was
a
a
waste-
giant
waste of time.
There's a giant stamp machine
Yeah.
that does camo everything, and they just put all the PlayStations and lined them
Yeah.
up, and they just went through this conveyor belt and just stamped the camo on and moved
Yeah.
on and went into a box.
Yeah, they just like threw-
that is exactly what
threw
happened.
it on a random conveyor
Yes.
belt. They were like printing out shirts. So like, here, do a couple of these.
That's exactly it. You know, they probably brought it down to the Jersey Shore and just went to the t-shirt shop, steamed them on.
There you go. So yeah, that's just a waste of money and time.
Hey, every console is limited, I guess, but yeah.
This could stay limited.
But don't encourage this behavior. Don't buy it.
Don't buy these horribly. It's like the Destiny white one. Apparently they're hard to find, but it's like, why would you want such a plain, simple?
They're gonna re-release the white one. That's the thing. They re-released the white one after the first Destiny came out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
there
well-
was a Glacier White PS4.
I have that. And I liked it being rare for a while, but now it's cheap.
Yeah,
I just don't like it's too simple.
Yeah,
It's like,
the Taken King was good, but
it's like I'd rather have the matte black than the freaking plain white.
First of all,
anything that's not
it's good. It's good. It looks good.
anything that's not black or gray clashes with my entertainment system.
Mine's just a mess of boxes. So
my garbage.
Like if I ever decide, if I ever got crazy and decided to use my Wolfenstein one, it would just stick out like a sore thumb.
Well, that is
can't let that happen.
Nope.
That is great. Did you ever price that yet?
No, I haven't priced it. I'm still waiting to see who's going to price it and at what price.
It's you.
Take it to
it's
an
up to
auction.
you.
$20,000 if you want my Wolfenstein PS4.
Now, if the game does very well,
I'm sure it will because it's all about killing Nazis.
That's true.
And the day and age that we live in, that's all anybody wants to do is kill Nazis. So
it's gonna be a good
that
game.
was their most recent trailer. I didn't see the trailer, but evidently it was pretty not safe for work. Somebody said it was gory and all about killing Nazis.
Well, there you go.
That's usually what it is.
And it's coming on the Switch now too, which says a lot about the Switch.
Is it confirmed or was it?
It's confirmed. Yeah,
it's confirmed. So
Switch.
Doom and Wolfenstein are coming.
The Switch
to
is coming to the Switch.
Hopefully, you gotta.
That was the other thing we should have talked about today. We're going to talk about it now. But yeah, Doom and Wolfenstein are coming to the Switch.
Yeah.
Can you believe
it?
Thoughts? I think that's cool for the Switch having that variety.
Yeah, but Bethesda's really like, we're on board.
Hopefully it's optimized right, because NBA 2K is not optimized at all.
Is that what they said?
No,
that's what it shows.
Like,
right? It's out already.
I'm not sure if they showed or anything, but it's like the entire Mario game is a little bit bigger than a save file for NBA 2K.
Yeah,
because it's optimized for the Switch.
Right.
They just ported it over. That's why they need an SD card to save properly on that.
See, it's funny because you're looking at a basketball game. Sure, there's a lot of, I guess, mechanics within that basketball game because you have all these players on there. Everything's got to work right. Mm-hmm. But you're looking at that versus porting Skyrim and Doom, and then you got Wolfenstein. I don't know. I just look at that different than a basketball game.
Yeah.
I think the only reason it's so big on the Switch is because it's not meant to be on the Switch. It was just lazily brought over because they wanted it on the Switch.
They just tried to fit it on the card.
And I think even like the Switch version of Wolfenstein isn't coming out day and date with Wolfenstein 2 this year.
Yeah.
It's going to be put out later.
Now,
hopefully that's for optimization.
Yeah. Was there a gameplay trailer for that yet?
For Wolfenstein?
Yeah, on
no,
Switch.
I think they just talked about it, but they did show some screenshots of Doom. Like compared
and it actually looked
fine. It looked like it was fine.
And I bet you if you have that in hand, you're not going to know a difference.
No, and like I said, you're shrinking down the picture and stuff like that. Like obviously, if you're going to be playing this game on a TV, then just play it on. If you have a PlayStation 4, you're
that's the
probably
thing. I mean,
PlayStation 4.
With these type of games,
Xbox.
It's the idea that you're going to be able to carry these games
with
you because if you're going to put them on your TV, you might as well just get the other versions.
Yeah.
And we've talked about it before with the Switch in general. Usually you have your main console and a Switch.
Is your secondary console.
Yeah. So you already probably own a PlayStation or an Xbox, so you can actually play these games,
Yeah.
But there was someone mentioning the Skyrim version of the Switch. And
everyone mentions it.
Yeah. Well, they were saying that...
Skyrim or... the Skyrim version of Switch.
The Skyrim version of Skyrim.
I'm surprised the new Skyrim wasn't actually announced today for something.
I'm pretty sure
Game Boy Color is coming out with Skyrim.
I'm pretty sure I saw something about like a Skyrim thing happening like recently.
Did they show Skyrim VR on PlayStation? I thought, right?
Not this week, but that's a thing probably.
Well, no, I know they're doing it. I thought they did show it somewhere though.
I'm not sure.
But with that,
or preview
they were saying it was. Because it's a lot of menu driven, like when you're fighting, you switch menus and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. They said it was hard to see on the screen.
Oh, the menu.
Yeah, because everything's crammed on there.
Yeah,
which I guess it's a good point.
Yeah,
but then again, like I said, it comes back to if you can put it on your big screen.
It doesn't matter. Yeah,
when you just get it on the other. I don't know. It's hard. It's a hard thing. They're trying to sell it for the handheld use, so. That's the only negative about these games.
I guess there's no release date for Skyrim yet. They could always go in there and just switch the menu system, I guess, to make it enlarge it a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I don't know what that's going to do for the rest of they could break the game.
Yeah.
Okay. Then again, it was one person's opinion, so
it's a valid opinion.
Yeah, I'm sure,
but
everyone's going to.
I guess
different.
The big picture is that Ubisoft is doing games for it with Mario vs. Rabbids.
Yeah.
Or Mario and Rabbids, whatever blaster.
Which
game.
apparently did very well. Or it's a very good game.
It's a good game. XCOM. It's an XCOM style game, like a tactical shooter.
And you know what Nintendo's model is? If you can't get the game to come to the Nintendo, just make a rip-off version with Mario.
I still don't want to play it. Rabbids kind of just drop off a cliff.
Yeah.
But I am curious to see what Wolfenstein's going to look like. Because I haven't seen anything on the Switch, so I don't know what it's going to be like.
Yeah, and I feel like Wolfenstein's something I kind of want to enjoy on like that bigger screen, like sitting on the couch. Something like Doom, though, like if you already played through Doom, like there's some story and narrative to it, but you're constantly just destroying monsters and demons and stuff like that. I feel like that's just something you want to play, like on the go. It's very comparable. Like you just jump on with it on a train.
I just think with something like that, it would be beneficial for them to add something exclusive to the Switch. Like, okay, you can
they'll totally
hook up
something.
your 8
like
your
a
8.
Mario costume.
Yeah, they'll do something
like with Bayonetta. They brought over the costumes for Bayonetta,
or they'll add like a weapon skin that makes it look like a freaking like power flower or something.
Doom guy becomes shirtless Mario.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
With his nipples.
The enemies are Goombas.
Yeah, the internet caught on fire when they showed his nipples.
That did happen, didn't it?
That did happen.
I saw it on Twitter. People were just like, "Oh shit!"
Hey, it's the easiest cosplay now. Just wear a mustache and shorts.
Oh, okay.
That's the stuff that sells the internet.
So let's go back to.
Let me just list the stuff I forgot about.
TGS.
Okay, so the Final Fantasy IX being ported to PS4, but this is the version that was released on PC and mobile last year.
And you said there's a pricing concern?
Yeah, it's on sale. It's on sale now, but it's on sale for $17.99, $18.
Yeah, it was $16.99, something like that.
Okay, yeah.
So, and that's today, which is the 19th of September.
Good old Square.
So,
I mean, for that's already overpriced for a game that was already been out for years and it's getting ported. I mean, now I don't know much about the PC version, but they're talking about this version having, there's an option now you can skip, or there's less random battles.
Yeah, you can turn off random encounters, and I think they mentioned mastery of weapons. Like you can if you use it, you get level up on that weapon.
I guess it's easier for. I don't know how it's gonna work because
you can automatically max it out.
Because that's the reason why I was trying to beat 9 recently. If you guys have been following, and it's just too much of a grind for me. My time, I just don't have time for it. So this sounds great, but I don't know how you're gonna level up without having the random encounters because that's how you do it, for the most part.
Unless they give you a max level.
I mean, for this, they might as well give you an option for max level and you just play the game.
Yeah. Just
to play it. And with the cutscenes are HD and I guess better models and stuff like that. So
it's a Game Shark.
Yeah, pretty much. But, I mean, it's interesting, but it's overpriced right now.
Right, yeah.
If it's about...
It'll be on sale
it should have been Final Fantasy IX for $9.99.
See? He's got the right idea.
Marketing.
That's how it should have been.
Pay attention.
Marketing.
So what else we got, Jonah?
Shadow of the Colossus remake. Looks really nice, but I played the game, so I'm not really that interested.
I haven't played the game, so I will eventually pick it up.
Is it one of those where it's
amazing?
Because I heard it's a very slow-paced game where you're just constantly fighting these giant monsters.
Yeah, there's 13 bosses, and you have to go around killing all of them. And it's not it's fairly slow paced.
So it's like a puzzle, like each boss is a puzzle that you're trying to solve as you destroy them.
Yeah, you have to climb them in specific ways and make sure you don't.
So it's not like God of War 3 where you're climbing up their necks and stabbing.
You are climbing up their necks and stuff. You have a stamina bar. If you're hanging on, you run out of stamina, you fall off.
So who's this?
I want to know who thought it was a great idea to add a stamina bar to any video game.
Well, who would this
Jake?
Who would this be for? What? Is this something that
diehards, Shadow of the Colossus fans, and new people that have heard of Shadow of the Colossus, because this is like a cult favorite.
Yeah. I know that's the thing. I'm interested in it, but the gameplay doesn't seem to me. It doesn't seem like I'd want to play it.
Well, evidently there was a big problem with the controls originally too. Like the controls were really tough, and I guess they're fixing that with this version.
Yeah,
supposedly.
Yeah, and it looks really crisp. And if they have fixed the controls, which I don't remember exactly what they did, but what they did wrong because I played it a long time ago.
Yeah,
and a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah, don't do that to me. And they played a long time ago.
Jonah.
Yeah, seriously.
God, Star Wars references.
If you haven't played it, and this is not $59, this is not regular retail price.
3 easy payments, so $49.99.
I think it will probably be $40.
Yeah,
that's my suspicion.
That's a lot for a game that's rehashed.
Ratchet and Clank was worth it though. If they Ratchet and Clank, when they remade Ratchet and Clank, that's well worth $40 when it came out. That was an awesome remake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I guess $39 for a remake would be what you expect.
Yeah,
but they could just charge $60 because of the name. And after Shadow of the Colossus, we got the thing I was most looking forward to, Left Alive by Square Enix.
Well, it's good to be left alive.
Now, you were saying that this game is PlayStation and PC exclusive and no signs of Xbox?
No signs of Xbox. They only listed PS4 and PC.
Do you think that's just because it was a Tokyo Game Show? Like, do you think it was something that they'll announce later on Xbox?
Yeah, maybe.
Because I feel like Square wouldn't do that. Like, I feel like they kind of got burned with like Rise of the Tomb Raider being exclusive on Xbox for a period of time.
Right. But, Sony can throw money at them and
that's true too.
Yeah, so what's...
all we know about Left Alive so far is the fact that it's like set in a war-torn city, because the trailer is just a shot of a hallway, and then this hallway explodes, and you turn over to the left and there's drones and everything's on fire.
Now, was it, because I thought I was reading a synopsis on it, is something dealing with mechs? Like, is there a mech suit or something like that? Or?
Maybe. I didn't see anything like that. But you might be thinking about the other game. They had like 13 Sentinels or something. That's a different game.
No, I don't know.
Made by the Dragon's Crown guys you were talking about before.
But when I saw the information about the game, it would grab my eyes. It looked just like Metal Gear Solid. Yeah. Like the artwork for it.
Yeah, that's because Yoji Shinkawa, which is the guy that does the cover art for Metal Gear, is the character designer.
It looks just like it, too.
He's the character designer, not just the cover art guy?
Yeah, character designer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he designs the characters. He did the cover art. And I thought this was like really cool until I heard that apparently he's done the Call of Duty promotional art in Japan.
Yeah.
Was he responsible for the camo PS4?
No,
I
don't think so. he'd do some pretty cool PS4 art though.
Yeah.
Anything that he probably would have done would have been instantly 20 times better than the camo Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but PS4. I think from Call of Duty, Shinkawa just did like promotional art and cover art and stuff. Yeah. So being a designer on the game, that's something to look forward to, because he has awesome artwork. And
the artwork that's shown right now, like you said, it looks a lot like Metal Gear Solid. I'm surprised Konami's not like, don't do that. like
young man,
almost like mixed messaging kind of a deal.
I guess if they tried to do that, Shinkawa would just go crazy, because that's his art style. That's what he does.
His art style. Yeah, I mean,
don't take a man's art.
It's like, that's my job.
It's like you're gonna see Metal Gear Solid like on a shelf, and then you're going to see this game on the shelf and be like, oh, is this the sequel? No.
If they try to do that, Shinkawa's going to have to fight it, because then he's out of money.
Yeah.
He can't do anything.
Well, I mean, I guess this is a big deal. I guess it's a big deal for him, though, because now he's now creating characters in a video game. Yeah. It's not just the cover art anymore. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see what he comes up with.
Moving on up in life after 25 years.
Yeah. But yeah, it's really interesting. It seems cool that they're doing it on PC and PS4.
Yeah, and I think
another console exclusive for PlayStation, at least right now.
Right, and Tokyo Game Show is not over yet. This was just a Sony conference.
It's the only one that matters.
Well, Nintendo's coming. If you think of the way Microsoft's thinking, they probably think that's fine.
Like I said, Nintendo, you'll get Animal Crossing or something crazy like Tamagotchi Life.
Tamagotchi?
No, it's Tamagotchi. I'm pretty sure. Isn't that what it's called?
I think so.
3DS game. Yeah, we're gonna go with it.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's all I have written down for the Sony stuff.
I mean, what Nintendo says or throws out there.
Yeah, keep an eye out for Nintendo stuff over the 4 a.m.
I'm half expecting them to do. We haven't had a mobile announcement in a while.
Oh no!
So I have a feeling that because Japan's a big mobile market,
and Nintendo started rolling them out.
Yeah, I have a feeling. My guesstimate would be like no less than 2 announcements.
Animal Crossing mobile
for mobile. Yeah,
you think they'll just announce new things?
Pokemon mobile,
hot off of
everybody go crazy.
Hot off of their Nintendo Direct last week.
I don't know. I mean, the Nintendo Direct was kind of cool, right?
It was cool. They showed new stuff for old stuff. New stuff for stuff we knew about.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean they spent a lot of time on Xenoblade, which was kind of like.
That game's coming out though, right? Xenoblade's coming out.
Yeah, it's coming out December 1st.
It's going to be like a stealth release. Like I feel like they got to.
Really it's one of their big titles. Though.
No, I know, but I feel like I don't know. Like I feel like it's still kind of a niche fan base for that game. Mm-hmm. It doesn't really hit the mark that like a Fire Emblem. Well, I guess it would be around the same type of fan base that Fire Emblem is. And isn't there a Fire Emblem game coming out? But that's the action-based one, right?
Fire Emblem Warriors, that's the Dynasty
Warriors one?
It's like a Dynasty Warriors game, yeah.
Alright, so maybe it will be okay.
The slash and gash.
At least they're having games come out. They're consistently having games come out every couple months. So
that's how the Wii U was for a couple months, for like 2 years, I think, right?
No, I feel like for Wii U, when like their core games were coming out, it was like once a quarter. Like I felt like it was like one big game every 3 months.
I guess that's enough time to beat the other game.
No, that's what happened with the Wii U, is that they weren't having any games come out. But this one, like I said, Switch is doing really well. So, and like I said, they merged during the Wii U phase or era. They merged the handheld audience and the handheld studios and the console studios into one.
Right.
So they can get more games out faster.
Yeah, and I think they used to have like their social media pages for handheld and console. Yeah. Now they have just Nintendo consoles. Nintendo, yeah.
So
right.
Be interesting to see. But again, TGS, I'm almost willing to bet there's at least 2 announcements that are both mobile based.
Well, hopefully whatever big like one more thing announcement overshadows those mobile announcements, because I'm tired of those.
A classic Pokemon game. Actually, they probably wouldn't do a Pokemon game on mobile because of Pokemon Go. I feel like they'll just let that kind of go.
Like Pokemon with the actual art style of the anime.
That'd be cool.
Or a Yoji Shinkawa Pokemon art style.
Metal Gear Solid Pokemon.
Oh the god, Metal Pikachu.
I choose you, Metal Gear.
Ash Ketchum.
Okay.
Need to get to Brock. Oh my god, a David Hayter Pokemon game? I would totally pay for that. If he's doing voiceover work for that, that'd be amazing. Oh my god. Charizard.
Hopefully
you burned my foot.
Hopefully David Hayter watches this and decides, I want to do that. Let's call some great
idea. I got some contacts over there, right?
That'd be awesome. David Hayter needs to come back to video games, even if it's not a Snake.
Right.
Oh man, I feel don't.
Yeah, I know. That's a whole other topic.
Don't get me started. Metal Gear Solid 5. I was really looking forward to that. Found out David Hayter was voicing English Snake.
Well, maybe the director of the Metal Gear Solid movie will just cast David Hayter as Metal Gear.
Just overdub. If not,
well, I mean, how old is David Hayter? Is he up there now?
It's like 17, maybe.
No, he's not 17.
He'll be all right. You know what? Get in the shape. He'll be fine.
Well, he could play Old Snake.
He could play Old Snake.
I mean, if Sylvester Stallone can still do action movies.
You know what? That's the story I want. I want the story after Metal Gear Solid 4.
Well, actually, good news about the Metal Gear movie is the director.
Yeah, he's the director of Skull Island. Yeah,
but he's making sure.
Yeah.
That the story is going to follow Metal Gear Solid correctly. It's not going to be just some hashed out movie. Yeah. They're like, no, he's trying to talk with the producers and the studios to make sure they're going to make something nice. If he stays or not, it's one thing, but at least he's trying.
Well, supposedly the way that the interview kind of went, he was kind of saying that it kind of still all has to pass through Konami with what he wants to do.
Right.
But he wants to make it a Kojima movie.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really interesting. That guy is on my A-list right now because Kong Skull Island was a good, enjoyable movie. He's saying all the right things about the Metal Gear Solid movie. He did the live-action trailer for Destiny 2. Yeah. Knocked it out of the park. He's on my A-list right now. Mm-hmm. Well, so if he could pull out an awesome Metal Gear Solid movie.
If he wants to make a Kojima-like movie, and it has to pass through Konami, they're going to have to talk some major shit about Kojima. There's some bad blood there.
Well, he's played all the games. Like, he was saying that, like, each one of those games is, like, a certain point of his life that he kind of recalls from playing those games.
Yeah.
So he's a fan, and I you need that in order to make this work, and you can't let Hollywood get in the way of what they think is going to be best.
Yeah, which is...
And they're going to have to take a risk. And he even said, too, like, if they have to cut down on a budget, he'd rather cut down on a budget and make a movie that he thinks is truer to the source material.
Yeah. Which is funny, because it's like you talk about take down the budget to make a better movie. Who the hell's going to say no to that?
Yeah. Well, look at what happened with Deadpool. Deadpool was a low budget. Still awesome, knocked it out of the park. You'd be surprised what you can do with a little bit less money.
As he makes the mention, he's like, "Oh, hey, this big mansion, and I only see you two here."
Big mansion, I only ever get to see you two here. It's almost like the studio can afford more X-Men.
So, but anyway, we kind of went all over the place on
Yeah,
that.
That's all right. But I mean,
pretty out there.
TGS, there's a couple cool announcements
Yeah, and I'm still looking forward to some good stuff that's not mobile related from Nintendo.
from Nintendo.
Well, listen, I have a 2DS XL, so I'm kind of excited to see what they're going to pull out. Although
No.
my backlog is tremendous at this point in time.
You have
I
an
mean-
entire wall of backlog, John.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind 3DS games. I still play 3DS, but phone games like that mobile game.
Mobile.
Mobile.
That should just be illegal.
Yeah, that just don't.
No,
They're getting into it. They're making a lot of money.
I'm saying at least 2 announcements, at least 2 new games for mobile.
Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go.
Go. Yeah, it's just an RPG about playing Pokemon Go.
Your character just plays Pokemon Go.
Nah, I mean, what do they have? They have Fire Emblem out yet?
Yeah,
have
they
Fire Emblem
have
on
that.
mobile.
That's a
They have
big-
the Mario Run game on mobile. They have Pokemon Go on mobile.
They could do Mario Run 2.
I'm guessing Animal Crossing coming out sometime.
Like I said, Tomodachi
That-
Life.
that
I'm
game is
thinking
huge.
Animal Crossing, something along those lines. I thought haven't they mentioned Animal Crossing or no, not yet.
It seems like a perfect fit for a mobile
Yeah, I
game.
think so. Right there.
Just stop giving them ideas. Let's just move on.
Let's just stop with that and merge the Switch with the 3DS and just make games for
Make
one
the
console.
Switch DS.
That's right.
The Thritch.
Make them
They're a
compatible with
multifaceted
each other.
company, John, and they like to make money.
They're strong
They're
and
doing
independent
that.
women, and
They
they
are.
don't need no man.
So now
That's
they
what
have
they-
the Switch.
That's what they always. That's the small print on each box sold.
They have the Switch. They have the 3DS. They have mobile, and they have the classic and NES stuff, or the NES classics.
That's right.
Right.
And once they're done selling out all those again, then they'll bring up the virtual store, resell all those games all over again.
Yep.
They know what they're doing.
Yep, and they'll charge you the same price for the actual classic console.
And now that they have the retro arcade duels or something like that, so it's like the old arcade replicas of these games, like Super Mario Brothers, but it's all about versus and stuff like that.
Oh.
What? Is that a thing?
That was a Nintendo Direct.
Oh,
They were showing.
okay.
So there's
The recent one?
Mhm.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention to that.
Well, you were stuck on something.
Destiny.
Destiny.
That's right. But no, they're gonna have old school retro classic games. They're gonna make them look exactly like the arcade
Yeah.
cabinets, the way the characters looked and everything
Yeah.
like that. But it's gonna be like versus or something like that. Special like
Balloon fight versus.
I don't know. Was that one of them? I forget. But I
I
was
feel like it'd be perfect.
But they did it with Super Mario Brothers, so it's gonna be like this Super Versus, and they're gonna do it with other games and stuff like that. So the list is going to grow.
Yes.
Anyway, that's a lot of news we threw at you guys.
A lot of stuff. Hopefully you paid attention because I don't remember what we talked about. There's a lot of stuff.
There'll be a quiz at the end of this.
That's right. And if you fail, that's
Just keep watching.
keep watching.
And hit that like
can't
button.
stop.
Hit that like button. But guys, let us know what you think about all this stuff. Did you guys watch the Nintendo Direct? Did you guys pay attention to the Sony TGS so far? Metal Gear Solid movie. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, it could be the first really awesome video game movie.
I feel like we've been saying that for years, though. So don't hold your breath.
Well, we'll see how Tomb Raider does.
Yeah.
It might be good.
I mean, I feel like Tomb Raider is probably the easiest to, like
Yeah, I mean it's just
take from source material and make a movie out of. Because there's probably been movies that have been made so closely to what the game is.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
I mean, that's yeah.
Yeah.
It's art imitating art.
Exactly.
So, but guys, what do you think of that? Let us know down in the comments below.